One of the biggest misconceptions in life is that you have to fit in. And what I realized used to happen is I used to always try to fit in, but by me trying to fit in, I would always compromise my integrity, compromise my sense of self, my morals, and things that I believe in, and things that I value to fit in. And I want to say you have to stand out in order for you to fit in. And let me explain why I say that, because it seemed kind of counterintuitive. It seemed kind of like, oh, how am I going to fit in but stand out? No. Let me explain. You have to be honest with yourself. And you have to understand, you have to write down and come to understanding of what is it that I value? Who am I trying to be? Who am I? You have to ask yourself these questions. And you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to start living by those standards. And once you start living by those standards, you're going to stand out. For example, if I don't want to eat a certain type of food and I'm with my family, I'm not going to eat a certain type of food. To them, it's going to look like, oh, you're switching up. Or look at you. So you conform. There's this social contract that we sign in order to receive love from people. And when we break that social contract, we no longer get the love from the people that... And I feel like people would think fear is one of the things that people use to control people more. But people use the fear of not getting love to control people more. So when you sign a social contract, especially say a group of people, and you're no longer following that contract, and I'm not talking an actual contract where you're gonna sit down and sign. No, when you're hanging around a group of people, when you're in a community, there's a contract there that by you being there, you sign a contract, and if you don't operate or you don't do what they do, then you're seen as a bad person, and now you're no longer fulfilling the contract that you signed, that invisible contract. Now let's go back. Now when you start operating in the lines of your integrity, you start being who you are, you're gonna now stand out in a group. By you standing out in a group, that will show who is in alignment with you and your values. But you have to stand out first and clear the table, clear the board, so you can see clearly, so you can assess, so you can make better judgment of the people that you're around. And back to where I say love is the thing that they use to manipulate people more. For example, if you don't do this for me, you don't get my love. Where I feel like love should be God's way. It's accepting of everyone, no matter who you are, no matter the circumstances. But I truly believe us as human beings, our love, it's conditional. We can't love unconditionally. I don't believe we have the capacity to love unconditionally. I believe God is the only one that can do that. God is the only one with that power and that magnitude to love us. And I do believe we can tap into that unconditional love and show it. But I don't believe we have the capacity to always be aligned with it, always. Like, I don't think we're there. I believe that's what Jesus tapped into, where he was positioned in a place where he could express the unconditional love of God. And love is one of the things that these communities and these people, your family and your friends, that's what they use to manipulate you, in a sense. If you don't do what I want you to do, you don't get my love. So you see, by you going trying to fit in, you're already defeated. So when I say you have to stand out, is you have to get in tune with yourself. You have to know what you stand for. You have to know what you like and what you don't like, and align yourself with that and stand on that. When you stand on that, you're going to find like-minded people that value that's in alignment with your value. So now, yes, you're gonna be alone for a while. Yes, you're gonna be standing by yourself for a while. But if you stand by yourself long enough and you believe in your values and the things that you hold dear and true, you will find like-minded people that hold those same values. They will be attracted to you, and then you will find a tribe, you'll find a community. But the hardest thing, this is where it's hard. The reason why it's hard for people to stand out and go and do what they want to do is because they're afraid of losing that love. They're afraid of losing that relatability. They're afraid of being seen as a bad person. But that doesn't make you a bad person. And the thing is, the regular person, this is how they see good people. This is what they think good people are. No, let me clear that up. For a regular person to see you as a good person, they just want you to do what they want you to do. As long as you do what they want you to do, you're a good person. To like a normal person. If you don't do what I want you to do, then you're a bad person. I don't like you. You're such an evil person. You're going to hell because you're not doing what I want you to do. So, if you want this to work, you have to get to a place where you don't care about people. You just care about people being who they want to be and being who they are. Bro, I've got to a point in life where I just want you to show me who you are. Like, I'm not coming to change you. You can do what you want to do. I am watching, I'm seeing, and I'm listening. Tell me who you are. Show me who you are so I can move around. Like, I don't have the time to be going back and forth and convincing and changing and have you see the bigger. No. I'm going to, if you ask for help, I'm going to help you. If I see that it's in need, I'm going to help you. I'm going to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. And if you don't want to receive it, it's not up to me. I can't change you. Like, you have to want it. You have to desire it. And, it's just those things that I used to do, that I used to overextend myself. And people will have you do that to fit in. This is why I say stand out. And by you standing out, you set the standard. Now you have a standard, and only people of that standard will be attracted to you or higher. And you have to realize this. You get to set the standard in your life. You get to set the standard of what you tolerate. You get to set the standard of what experiences you have. You get to set the standard, but you have to do the work that's necessary to get there. And that work is overcoming the belief of thinking you can't do it, or you're not good enough for it, or you need these people around you to feel love. Listen, when you love yourself and you have love within you, you don't need it from anybody else. And you know what happened? You end up getting it. People start loving you when you don't need their love, bro. It's crazy how it works. The love inside of you is attached to the love inside of them. And that's just how life works. You get what you are. If you don't have love within inside of you, you can't attract it outside of you. And we all have love inside of us. We just need to activate it. We just need to shine some light on it. And we just need to realize that it's all within you. So stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to conform. Don't conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind in Christ Jesus. And There's a sense of peace, serenity that comes with that. Just be who you are. Just be. You don't need to fit in. I don't know what it is you're doing. Maybe you going to the gym, you eating healthy. That's good. Just do it. You ain't got to go preach and teach nobody and tell them like, oh, guys, I'm eating vegan and you should join me. No, that's when you're invited unnecessary. Just do it. They're watching. They're seeing you. And if they want to join, they will. Have them watch you. Lead by action. Lead by example. And trust me, people are watching you. They're watching you. They're listening. Lead by example. So, yes, in order for you to fit in the right way, you have to stand out. And you cannot fit in first and then stand out. That's not, no, it doesn't work like that. So only people that want to compete try to fit in, then stand out. Only people that want to compete try to fit in, then stand out. There's no competition. You're one of a kind. Nobody is like you. Nobody is like the person next to you. Nobody is like, there's no competition. And you have to get to that place where you're like, you know, there's no competition. There's only one you. There's only one person with your experiences. There's only one person with your understanding, in a sense of, from your perspective. So there's no competition. Just do what you gotta do and don't care about not receiving the love of the people, because 9 times out of 10 it's not love. They're controlling you. They're using an emotion, a feel-good emotion, to control you. That is not love, because love without respect I don't want love without respect. And when people see you stand out and you're doing what you want to do, they're going to respect you. And if they don't love you, it doesn't matter, because they respect you. So I'm going to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And yes, you might have to conform a little bit until you become independent, until you can stand on your own feet, until you can do your own thing. But in the midst of conforming, you can still stand out. And by you slowly standing out, you're creating that invisible wall that is going to help you in the future. It's going to protect you in the future. It's like a shield, an invisible force field that people won't understand, that will protect you in the future. What people don't understand, they criticize. What people can't control, they judge, they condemn, they fear. Don't be a puppet. I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to advice. I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to counsel. I'm not saying you shouldn't do all of that. But what I'm saying is, if there's something deep within you that you're trying to do, that's a burning desire, do not conform and settle when you know you could be doing more. Because if you want more, you got to do more. You got to be more, do more, in order to have more. And in order to do all three of that, you cannot conform. You cannot try to fit in to stand out. You have to stand out to fit in. I hope this video bless you. God bless you. God bless your family. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Just know the answer is within you. God is within you. Peace.